Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Come September 3rd, these hallways will be filled with students returning to school, and unfortunately for many of them, the lockers will be empty of the supplies that they need for success, and that's why Stock the Lockers is back for its 4th annual campaign. On today's show, Discovery at Cumberland, basic wilderness survival with BC cadets, and that light in the sky. What is it? And Talk to Me Dan on the streets of Nanaimo. That and more in the next 30 minutes. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're here at John Barsby Secondary School, where volunteers are working hard sorting out through all the school supplies that are purchased through funds raised in Stock the Lockers. It's the 4th annual campaign from the Nanaimo-Ladysmith Schools Foundation, making sure that students in need get off to a good start in the new school year. We're going to talk about Stock the Lockers and how important it is to our community later on this edition of Go Island. But first, we're going on a sort of an adventure of discovery at the Cumberland Museum. Here's Franco Noviello. If you want to be an archaeologist, you need to be, well, successful in school, to say the least. It all starts elementary school through high school and post-secondary school, and you need to have an even playing field when you get to school, and it can be as basic as school supplies and having them, and that's what Stock the Lockers is all about, raising $50,000 this year to purchase school supplies. Why is it so important for kids to have their lockers filled with the supplies they need?
Those are the tools that they need to learn. It starts right from kindergarten all the way through to grade 12. They need their school supplies. They need to be on the same playing field as all the rest of the kids. So all these school supplies are going to our vulnerable children in the school district, so they start on the same foot as everybody else does. Do
you think that without those school supplies that they wouldn't necessarily be ready to learn?
Absolutely.
They're not as prepared?
Absolutely. They, you know, first of all, they're just their self-esteem. They stand out in a crowd if they don't have the school supplies like everybody else has. And they need those pens, they need that paper, they need those calculators. They need to have that stuff to learn. And nobody wants to sit in the classroom and be the one sitting there with not those tools.
Is the need big? $50,000 seems like a lot. That's just 1 year. How big? How needy
it's a huge need. It's a huge need. We have some of our schools in the district, you know, 50 to 60% of their school population lives below the poverty line. Wow. You know, so, and it's not just our South End schools, North End schools, it's the whole district that needs, there's vulnerable kids in all of our schools that need these school supplies. And not all of the $50,000 will go to school supplies. We'll spend about $20,000 in school supplies. The rest of the money goes to the Student Support Fund, which also assists kids throughout the school year. It's not just about school startup. It's about those pair of shoes. It's about that winter jacket. It's about breakfast programs. The kids who come to school with no food, we try and feed them as well so that they can learn and they're not concentrating on where they're going to get their next meal.
Erin, thank you. It's heartbreaking and encouraging.
Absolutely.
That you and volunteers are here helping students in our community and families that need the help. We're going to throw things over now to Jocelyn Matwee. Over 4 days, 50 cadets applied the skills that they had learned in basic survival course, learning how to survive in adverse conditions outside of their own homes. Here's Jocelyn. Still to come today on Go Island, a high number of UFO sightings in Nanaimo. We take another look. Talk to Me Dan in Nanaimo, and as far north as you can go on the Sunshine Coast. That and more still to come today on Go. Now that looks like a well-stocked locker, and that's what Stock the Lockers is all about. The Nanaimo-Ladysmith Schools Foundation's 4th annual campaign is currently underway. Unfortunately, there are many students in our school district that cannot fill the lockers themselves. If you'd like to donate or help out with time, you can visit nlsf.ca. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. We're going to have a second look at one of my favorite stories of the past several months. It's a guy who likes to play some tricks on people and some people who aren't quite sure what it is that they're seeing. A really fun story, and we're looking forward to catching up with Neil to get more information on his head sled. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. The 4th annual Stock the Lockers campaign is now in full swing with a goal to raise $50,000 to provide urgently needed school supplies to kids from District 68, as well as support services including breakfast programs and meal programs throughout the school year. You can get more information, donate and participate, nlsf.ca. We're going to throw things over now to Raji Klabli on the mainland. We're heading over to the Sunshine Coast, taking a trip to the most northern spot that you can go. And for some, it's the end of the road, and for others, it's just the beginning. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. School District 68, Nanaimo-Ladysmith, has the highest rate of child poverty in the province. Bill Robinson is a school trustee with District 68. And how does that reflect to what we're seeing as far as the education levels and engagement of the students in the district?
There's no doubt that poverty and education are connected. One of the reasons that our district is going into response to intervention and self-regulated learning, its 21st century approach to working and supporting teachers in the classroom to identify kids with a variety of challenges, not only poverty, and help them early on and through the whole system. So it's what is happening with Staples, Costco, and the credit union, Coastal Community Credit Union, the support they're giving, the support the people of Nanaimo give them as they raise funds. That $50,000, well, you just saw it today, where a lot of kids, a lot of families are going to be supported, and I'll tell you, it sure felt good to be doing it.
Do you think we underestimate the level of poverty and the severity of the impact on kids when they come to school every day?
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
That people sort of think, oh, suck it up, kid.
Right.
There's a lot to be sucked up by a lot of kids. Fortunately, we have an amazing group of teachers in this district, and this self-regulated learning and response to intervention approach, I believe, is going to help teachers support and help these kids succeed. All kids with challenges, all kids who don't have challenges to even do better.
This breaks my heart when they have to work so hard. Kids have to work so hard for something that they can't control and didn't choose to step into necessarily. And that is a whole other discussion. If you'd like to help stock the lockers, visit nlsf.ca and make your donation. We're going to throw things over now to Dan Kahn. Talk to me. He hits the streets of Nanaimo to find out what we love so much about the Harbor City. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. Simple things, notebooks, markers, a pencil sharpener, and even some glue can make the difference to an individual student getting on the right foot at the upcoming school year. If you'd like to help stock the lockers, you can do so, www.nlsf.ca. Thanks for watching this edition of Go Island. If you would like us to come and spend some time with you one day, you can send me an email, kate.bergen@sjrb.ca. See you next time.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Matteo Salon.